patients that are deaf, which initially said was small bowel obstruction, might perhaps be aneurysm related?
I think one thing that did change was the definition of unfit, because we were asked to do that centre by centre, and it was done basically on feeling and looking at the patient. But we seem now to have some very accurate definitions of what's unfit.
No, President, recent past President, bullshit. Bullshit. No, there was an occasion when I heard you say, much to my embarrassment, just as you were about to ascend to the position of the presidency of the Vascular Society, you said, the only requirement of fitness that is required for a patient is if they can lie down whilst I put an epidural in, and they will have an EVAR. If they can lie flat, I'll do it. But you were on your own. And well, if you manage to take a few people with you, it's a matter of great regret. But if you were putting patients into the EVAR trial, you should have damn well read the case record sheets, and that's what I told you about today, the traffic light system.
So,
quite clear.
Is it possible then that there's a group of patients who are not only unfit for open repair but unfit for EVAR also, and then maybe there's a group in between that might benefit?
And the answer to any question like that is, it is possible.
I think that's possible too.
Actually, I altered what I said, because I said actually the modern tables can tilt to 10 degrees, so your patient doesn't have to lie flat.
I can remember the conversation.
Well, I've been given a question by the audience, because at the moment it's really inter-panel discussion, and the person who handed this piece of paper up, can they identify themselves? Who wrote this? Can you stand up, because I can't read your handwriting? It'd be really great address this to the panel. No, sorry about that, but you know, it's getting late.
Yes, I just had two quick questions. First, in EVAR or in DREAM, are the number of patients lost to follow-ups the same in the two groups, in the open group and in the endovascular group? And second question, could the difference in cancer deaths in favor in the open group be connected with the fact that they probably get less CT, so that the cancer could be seen at a later stage, compared to the EVAR group who have very regularly CT?
The answer to the second question is very straightforward, that the trial protocol for the EVAR 1 trial was that both open repair and endovascular repair patients had annual CT scans for follow-up. So that would not be an explanation within the EVAR 1 trial.
Louise.
Fortunately, we've got a magnificent system called at Office for National Statistics, which flags all our patients. But we also directly wrote to all our patients and manually contacted them by telephone last September, when we were at the date of the cut-off. And for the very few numbers, it was about 15 patients in each group. No, it was about 8 patients and 7 patients in each group who we could not contact. We just censored them at their last follow-up appointment, which was actually in 2009 anyway. So the loss to follow-up has been fantastically low. And also we've audited all the case record, most of the case record notes in terms of the reporting of adverse events and graft-related complications, and those data are extremely complete. So we feel very confident that we've captured everything.
I think we've got a very... Should we just move on questions, or does the panel want to say any more? I've got a great question here, because we have got the people involved with both the UK small aneurysm trial and ADAM. I've got a question from Rashid. Is it now unethical to offer repair for abdominal aortic aneurysms less than 5.5, whether by open or endovascular means? Is it unethical? Just a yes or a no from the panel. Jean-Pierre, is it unethical?
It's not.
It is not unethical?
No, because I think that if you have an aneurysm with 5 centimeters in diameter, you know that in 2 years it will have to be operated. So I think it's still ethical.
So for you, is it unethical to operate below 5 centimeters, Jean-Pierre?
I would say yes.
Oh, right. Okay, there's a half a centimetre difference there. Dad, I don't need to ask you, but what is the answer?
No,
is it unethical?
I'm going to give you the answer that I usually get on this one. I better do the operation whilst the aneurysm's small, because I know how to do the operation well, and if I don't do it, somebody else will do it, and they'll get paid for doing it, so I better do it now. So you get